Hey everybody, my name is Michael and I post weekly videos here about swimming, biking, and running. And in this video, I'm going to share with you my second attempt at racing with the Zwift A group. Let's jump right into some of the stats. About me, I'm 162 pounds, 302 watt FPP, which gives me a 4.1 watts per kg. Again, this is going to be just my second race with the A group. My first one was earlier this week. I'm really learning a lot, trying to get a hang of racing in the Zwift world. Let's jump right into the start of the race. 5 seconds to go, just making some final preparations. This race is a 4-lap race. As you can see, starting with the A group, we had 49 people at the start. This starts all categories at the same time. So we got A, B, C, and D category racers going off. And I believe it's gonna come up here shortly. Yeah, 245 racers beginning the race at the same exact time, which I thought was awesome. Unlike my first A race, where it was just A category racers, I was much happier to have a bigger group of people to start this race off. Start of the race, we take off very, very quickly. Okay, I am going to speed things up to bring you just the highlights of the race. Again, this race is a 4-lap race, and on each lap there are 2 climbs. These climbs aren't really anything major, but they're really just slight risers where people like to attack around. This first climb, as you can see, we go onto a gravel section, which is another area for people to put in a little bit of a dig and separate out the pack. We are now approaching climb 2. This is at the volcano. It is a short climb, then it flattens out again, and then you're gonna see another short little riser at the top. Again, I think I'm managing these climbs really well. I'm putting down good power. It's about 30-45 second climb to the very top. And again, the group comes all back together. I think at the end here of the first lap, we're going to have 30-35 people in the main front group. Climb number 3. This was a very important section of the race because, as you can see in the top right, we actually start to get some gaps within the main pack. It wasn't on the climb necessarily, but it was a little bit of a counterattack up over the top through the gravel sections. I think we ended up losing 5 or 10 people off the bat. climb number 7. Similar to the second lap of the race, my main concern is staying on if someone puts in a major counterattack coming over the gravel section. So I'm staying at the front of the pack, making sure that if anyone puts in a hard effort, I'm right there to match them. If the pack starts to split up, I'm on the good side of that split. All right, heading into the final climb, I'm actually going to now slow this down for everybody, bring this back to normal speed so you can see the entire effort and how the race shakes out from here all the way to the finish. So again, my main focus at this point is staying at the front of the race. I actually don't necessarily want to be in first right now, even though I am, but I don't want to ease up too much and let the pack swallow me up. For the most part, over the top of that climb, we only lost a couple people out the back. The pack stays together, and this race is going to be a sprint finish. My quick reflection on the race that you just saw is quite positive. I really enjoyed this race. If you go back to my first video, which I'll link at the end of this video, we are heading in a very good direction. Obviously here, results wise, it's a little bit difficult with Zwift to figure out how you're doing. 17th overall in this race. In the app, I finished 12th out of all the A racers that started, 45 of them. And then if you look on Zwift Power, I was 9th out of the A racers, but there was only 17 eligible Zwift Power A racers in the race. So really difficult if you look at the results, but looking at the numbers, I was able to average 305 watts with a normalized power of 315 watts. So that is a great effort for me personally. Within the race itself, I was also pushing up some of those hills, taking the lead actually a couple times, quite surprisingly, and then pushing and stretching out the field a little bit as well. I think all of those are really good signs of my fitness and the direction things are going, and maybe I'm getting a little bit better at this Zwift thing. Obviously, things to work on are the sprint in my first video and this video that you just saw. I'm still lacking a sprint. It's pretty embarrassing, but I will work on that. If I can get the sprint together, I know that will definitely help how I may finish in future races to come. Now, if you've enjoyed this video and you want to see more of these Zwift races, make sure to hit the subscribe button below. And if you really like this video, give it a thumbs up, because that helps other people see this video as well and helps the channel grow. Thanks so much for watching, everybody.